And the starting lineups have concluded. So just welcome to 2K Sports. We have it's all yours.
Thanks very much.
As is always the best case. David, thank you. Can you believe it? Already, Clark, there's some trade chatter out there. And we've only played a handful of games.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, sometimes people want instant oatmeal. Sometimes you got to put that thing in the pot and stir it up for a little while. Social media has really ramped up the pace and size of expectations for players, coaches, front offices, and fans. Everybody's getting scrutinized because of social media. Pipe down, folks. Pipe down.
Now let's take a look at the Sonics opening lineup. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Josh Giddey. Then it's Lou Dort. Then there's Holmgren. And it's Pokuševski in at the 4. And for the Mavericks, up front it's Finney-Smith at the 4, with Wood at the 5. The backcourt pair will be Doncic and Dinwiddie. And it's Bullock in at the 3 spot. On defense, Seattle. Dallas moving the ball around. And the shot goes down. Finney-Smith's got the first basket of the game for the Mavs.
Good work from Finney-Smith down low, putting his size and reach to good use.
Down low, here's Giddey. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. Finney-Smith passes to Wood. Inside. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
The Supersonics shooting their first free throws of this one.
And if you want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
Yeah, as a group, really a dismal year for them from the line last season, guys.
And Clark, don't you have to admire the way the Mavericks are always looking to compete?
Yeah, I like that, Kevin. It's a good point by you. It starts at the top of the organization. I mean, the team has really avoided any kind of lengthy rebuild. To their credit, they want to win, and this team is definitely capable of doing that.
Largely because of that length, Gilgeous-Alexander feeling confident attacking inside.
And the foul called on Josh Giddey. That is his first foul of the game. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Now, here's Bullock. Giddey defending. Floats one up. Rejected.
Already set the Summer League record for blocks in his first game. Holmgren, one of the best young shot blockers in the league.
5 to shoot. And here's Doncic from the arc. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws. That one on Dort. Dallas shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there. And you watch the way Doncic runs this offense. He's become a master at the pick and roll. Incredible to see someone run it to perfection.
And he nails the third. And with Doncic in the pick and roll game, he's so good at such a young age.
It's amazing how well he reads the defense, but he can also freeze the defender or create confusion with that hesitation. He has all the tricks to run it.
The Mavericks have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started.
And really good defensive play to cut him off there. and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
A defensive play like that early in the game can go a long way. It establishes an attitude that you want to have during the game.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
And we all know what can happen when he gets rolling. A hot start can turn into an explosive scoring night.
Here's Finney Smith. Bullock, good. Reggie Bullock. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played, Giddey the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Lets it go with a three. Buries the long-range jumper. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
And it's Bullock missing. Sonics leading by 4. Here's Giddey. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And this is Gilgeous-Alexander's responsibility to find his guys when they're open.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Really played well against Brooklyn in his last outing. Wood passes to Dinwiddie. Doncic kicks to Wood. It's hauled in by the Sonics. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's blocked. That's out of bounds. Seattle will retain possession. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Here's Pokusevski. Dinwiddie covering. Pokusevski with the bucket.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Mavericks trail by 8. Passes it to Bullock. Pass to Dinwiddie. To the paint, and they get it. That's good from Doncic on the assist by Dinwiddie.
Doncic, such a difficult matchup. Too big for a guard, too skilled for most wings. Luka is simply a problem in capital letters, exclamation point.
Giddey the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. 4 on the shot clock. It's intercepted. Now, here's Bullock. He's covered closely. And they'll get another chance. Here's Wood. It's hauled in by the Sonics. Holmgren's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Dort misses. The Mavericks trailing. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for Seattle. Holmgren kicks to Giddey. To the middle. Here's Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
I mean, sneaky when he moves around the floor. Holmgren takes you out of the play, slips past, and just rolls to the hoop.
Dallas calls timeout.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, it could be just a slight tweak.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. JaVale McGee's checked in for Christian Wood. Dwight Powell comes in for Reggie Bullock. And Kevin Porter's subbed in for Dinwiddie. Now here's Porter. The 3 for Doncic. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. Now the feed to Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes the team.
Walker's checked in for the Mavericks. Here's Walker. Now the pass to Finney-Smith. Stolen by LeVert. And pushing it up. Here's Seattle. Pass to Robinson-Earl. Three-pointer. And it's LeVert missing.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And the trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
Now here's LeVert to the inside. Robinson-Earl, the pass to Moutier. Passes it to Robinson-Earl. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Mavericks trailed by 10. Right side, Porter. Kick out to Walker. Here's Finney-Smith. LeVert defending. 6 to shoot. Here's McGee. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, you look at McGee and the career resurgence he's undergone, guys, outstanding. I mean, when he's been in the right situation, he's been very effective.
Seattle leading by 8. Moutier pass to Howard. Braun. The three. For 3. Moutier, no good. Dallas has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Walker surveying the floor. Stolen by LeVert. Moutier against Walker. Braun. And once again off the mark by Seattle. Mavericks trail by 8. Powell dishes to Walker. A minute 50 left here in the first quarter. And it's off from three-point range. Looking at Dallas, they took that win in their last game against the Nets in Brooklyn. Kicks it to Howard. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. To the middle. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And the Sonics lead by 10.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Now, here's Moutier. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Howard's shot is good. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for Seattle?
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
And how about also the ability to contest shots? They're staying attached and contesting and coming away with blocks as well.
And with Kevin Porter Jr. and Michael Porter Jr. and Otto Porter Jr. Guys, I'm sensing a pattern here.
It can even get a little confusing at times, but no relation that I'm aware of. They're just Porters, Juniors, and quality NBA players.
Now, here's LeVert. 5 on the clock. Stolen by Walker. Oh, and here comes Walker all alone.
You know, for somebody who's not the biggest or strongest guy out there, Walker is not afraid to get it done inside. A lot of times he gets to the line because he's fearless in attacking the paint.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Wound up shooting 85 from the line a season ago, which is an exceptional percentage.
Yeah, those were fine numbers he posted at the line. It was hard to find fault with anything he did from the stripe.
Now, here's Moutier. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Braun trains it from beyond the arc. 5 points in the game.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
And yes, it's good.
This guy is so elusive as a scorer. Kemba Walker, even with the defense being there, he's too quick, too confident, too skilled to stop him.
And so it's Seattle in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Seattle. Guys?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
The backcourt pair will be Doncic and Dinwiddie. Dwight Powell is out there with Reggie Bullock, and it's Wood in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Over in the corner, Wood. That one falls, coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Wood's got his first 3 points of the game.
Wood's range makes him really dangerous. He's effective as a floor spacer.
Giddey the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Giddey. Just 5 on the clock. Holmgren kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. The guys playing today, who would you put your money on to be a successful NBA coach?
You know, Kevin, smart money is on point guards, but I think any player that's been a student of the game could be a successful coach. But point guards most likely is my answer. Chris Paul, maybe even a guy like Jalen Brunson in the future.
Dinwiddie outside. Here's Wood. It's good. Wood's got his second bucket of the night.
Strong finish that time by Wood, going up and through the contest to put it in.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one goes on Wood.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoops. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
And the call on the shot sends him to the line. After being moved at the 2022 trade deadline, Spencer Dinwiddie went on a tear with Dallas.
Yeah, I think he elevated the Mavs immediately with his scoring punch. He's a guy who can give you buckets in bunches and make plays for others. And not to mention knocking down back-to-back game winners, one coming against his former team. Yeah, I would say he was an injection of uplift for the Mavs.
Dinwiddie passes to Doncic. Back to Dinwiddie. And it's Bullock in the corner. And that's a foul called on Dwight Powell. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
For the Supersonics, they come in off the loss to the Clippers. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Thanks very much. Karis LeVert has become one of the game's best slashers. He says, honestly, I just go to the front of the rim and work on different spins. Getting more comfortable with both hands and finishing. Kyrie Irving did that when he was younger, and that's one of the ways he became a great finisher. Kevin, back to you.
He is a great finisher. David thinks he's studying the greats, and it's paying off. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. That one goes. Count it. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead up to 14 now for Seattle. For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Here's Wood. 7 points in the game. And the foul called on Josh Giddey. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Here's Dinwiddie.
Been fantastic at playing within himself on defense. Gilgeous-Alexander using his length well there to contest without foul.
Pokusevski can't hit. And it's Wood with the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. They trail by 14. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. That'll be the second of 5 straight played at home. Here's Dinwiddie. No good on the triple.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
And the Mavericks call time here.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Please put your hands together once again for your junior defense crew.
Doncic passes to Powell. Back to Doncic. Dallas moving the ball around. The shot by Powell, no good. So for Dallas, their last game a win against the Brooklyn Nets. Here's Dort. It's rebounded by Doncic. Mavericks trail by 16. Wood finds Doncic. Now here's Dinwiddie. No points in the game yet for him. With the floater. Here's Powell. Back to Bullock. And stolen by Giddey. Inside, Gilgeous-Alexander.
And have yourself a night, Shea. We know he can dish it, but when he needs to, SGA can just take over offensively.
Back to Doncic. Shoots over George. Doncic with the bucket. Doncic has got 6 points.
One of the things I love most about Luka Doncic, his court recognition and awareness. This guy is so sharp and alert, understands how to play.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
To the left side wing. Dinwiddie against Gilgeous-Alexander. The wide open look here for Wood. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet.
And that high skill level coupled with the 6'10 frame, and Wood looking more and more polished as a catch and shooter. And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
It's stolen by Dort. And pushing it up, here's Seattle. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Count that one for Dort. And the Sonics lead by 19.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Now here's Bullock. Giddey defending. Offensive rebound.
Trailing here in the game, you can look at his performance as a direct indicator of why they're losing.
And the first time out of the game called for Seattle.
Here comes the teacher.
A platoon swap here for Seattle. Seattle leading by 19 points. Braun. And that's good for 2. He's got 7.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And finished off by Wood.
Wood flying up to slam down the alley-oop emphatically.
LeVert finds Howard. And here's LeVert. Three-pointer. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Dead-eye shooting from them this quarter.
And you know what? The frustration for the defense is mounting because it seems like they can't miss out there.
Wood can't hit. Seattle has gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Here's Finney-Smith. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul
It's on Karis LeVert.
Finney Smith has a clear understanding of his role in this offense, including when to take charge and draw fouls.
The Mavericks have shot 70% from the free throw line tonight, 7 for 10.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw missing.
Hey, when you're on the bottom side of the scoreboard, you need to make the most of your free throw chance. It's a great way to cut a lead and not have time elapse.
Second free throw, no good. You talk about a defensive menace. That's Dorian Finney-Smith.
He has a knack for coming up with a big defensive play. Often lines up against the opponent's most important offensive player.
Walker the pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Walker. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Well, you look at Walker, and he's a slight guy, but he powers through it all. Terrific, deceptive strength.
This is his second trip to the free throw line. That one falls for Walker.
And with UConn back in 2011, Kemba Walker introduced himself to the basketball world. That was an absolute all-time run in the month of March.
Braun misses the three. And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for Dallas. Porter inside, defended by Moutier. Here's McGee, lays it up off the glass.
Boy, for a 7-footer, he's got really good bounce, does JaVale McGee, and doing a nice job working on the glass there.
Pass to LeVert, he kicks to Howard. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. For Kemba in 2011 with the UConn Huskies, 11 consecutive wins to close the year.
I mean, winning his conference tournament, then the national title. And keep in mind, all those games were elimination games. So Kemba showing the leadership, and that really helped propel that young man into the lottery.
Moutier, no good. Mavericks trailed by 19. Walker with it. He's picked up by LeVert. Braun. Back to LeVert. Braun, guarded by Walker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A nice shot by LeVert. LeVert's got 5.
Yeah, they've gone away from the triple as they look to protect this lead.
Yeah, you know, sometimes that can be a mistake. But they weren't shooting it especially well early on, so I think it makes sense to shy away from the triple.
And they call an illegal screen here.
And that's foul number 2. Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Seattle leading by 21. Now Moutier. The pass to LeVert. Launches it. The basket good off the assist from Moutier. 8 points for him.
You know, these are exactly the shots, guys, the coaching staff wants LeVert to take because they know it gets him going.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for Seattle. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander led the way in the first half. He had 21 points, 6 assists, and 2 rebounds. The first 2 quarters tonight looked a lot like what we saw from him in his last game. How about... And that's going to...
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Well, you know, in that first half, it was a common occurrence. He got to the stripe time and time again.
On the court right now for the Sonics, they've got Holmgren, Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Josh Giddey. Then it's Lou Dort, and it's Pokusevski in at the 4 slot. Here's Finney-Smith. Seattle grabs the miss. Holmgren's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Dinwiddie dishes to Doncic. Dinwiddie against Gilgeous-Alexander. Floats it up for Wood, and that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And, you know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Shot clock at 5. Here's Dinwiddie. That 3 off the mark.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. Strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Pass to Bullock. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in.
And looking at Reggie Bullock, he's had quite the ride as a pro.
Yeah, he certainly has, Greg. I mean, he's been a lot of places during his 8-year career, but the thing I like, no matter where he's been and what uniform he's worn, he knocks down shots and does exactly what's asked of him.
The Supersonics have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Giddey against Doncic. Here's Pokusevski. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
For Seattle, they have made 5 of 8 of their free throw attempts. No good on that one.
Alexei Pokusevski.
No luck that time either. Here's Holmgren. From deep. Pokusevski can't hit. And so Wood will bring it up for Dallas. That shot off the mark. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Clearly out of sync to begin this half. 0 for their first 3 attempts.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Doncic with it. Dort covering. Finney-Smith passes to Bullock. Dallas moving it around. Here's Wood. Rebound by the Sonics. Holmgren's got rebound number 12 here already in the game.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Powell, he's checked in for the Mavericks. The Supersonics have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Holmgren gets the bucket.
And looking to get stronger, Holmgren fights through the bump. Tons of time for him to grow into that frame.
Dallas calls timeout.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
And please give a big round of applause for your junior detail crew. Your junior detail crew. Great job.
Here's Finney-Smith. And here is Doncic. Hits the three-point bomb. Doncic has got 9.
You know, that's a real key for Doncic. I mean, when the three-point shot is dropping for him, his guardability goes off the charts.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Seattle calls timeout.
And you look at all the things Doncic can do. One in particular, he can control the pace of the game.
And, Greg, I love that about him. His size, his strength, his savvy, his skill set. You really can't speed him up at the offensive end. Everything he does is at his pace and his tempo. He methodically breaks you down.
Doncic against Giddey. Holmgren at the elbow. Not going to go that time. And it's Dallas the other way. To the paint. Here's Dinwiddie. Seattle grabs the miss. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. That game marks the first half of a quick two-game homestand. Passes it to Pokusevski. Offline with his three.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Doncic passes to Powell. Shoots over Holmgren. The shot by Powell, no good. For Seattle, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Pokusevski. Now here's Giddey. Defense right on him. Holmgren can't hit. Powell with it. Down low. Here's Dinwiddie. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Dinwiddie's got his first points in this one.
Doncic taking pride in setting the table for his teammates. I love his unselfishness.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic.
Second personal foul.
That's foul number 2 for him. A different look for Dallas. JaVale McGee's checked in for Dwight Powell. And Kevin Porter's subbed in for Reggie Bullock. Trying to get something going. And it's slammed in by Howard.
Got to make a quick decision after you set the screen, and Dwight Howard knows exactly when to roll after the screen.
He lobs it up. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
I like to call that stick-to-itiveness, getting everything he possibly could out of that play.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Walker's checked in. Over to the wing. Shoots the three. Dinwiddie with the rebound.
And, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
With the fadeaway. Finney Smith can't get it to go.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. In recent years, the NBA has opened several international academies. Commissioner Adam Silver says huge numbers of people are playing basketball, but unless you take the best at a young age, get them facing elite competition and training under high-pressure circumstances, they won't develop into NBA-caliber players. Kevin?
Well, opening doors, David, that's always a good thing. Expansion. Thank you. And in this era of player movement, Greg, we're seeing guys often pick teams on fit or style of play. When they look at that, what are they looking into?
You want to have fun coming to work every day, Kevin. I mean, the money they're making, most guys are going to be set for life. But I think they recognize it's about the journey and who you have the opportunity to take that journey with.
Mavericks on D. The three. It's hauled in by Wood. Wood's got his 5th rebound in this one. Walker against Moutier. The pass to Wood. And out of bounds as the Sonics gain possession.
Goes to the away team.
Sonics leading by 22. Moutier looking around. Pass to LeVert. McGee with the block.
Boy, and the wingspan McGee has covers a lot of ground. Very useful for shot blocking.
Braun, guarded by Porter. Braun.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
No good on the three. And Wood, the bucket on the assist by Walker. Wood's got 14 points for the game.
You know, Wood is playing with a lot of heart on offense, going on the attack and finding the shot he wants time and time again.
LeVert against Dinwiddie. LeVert the pass to Robinson Earl. And that one drops.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Whiteside's checked in for Dwight Howard.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Braun, guarded by Porter. Just 5 to shoot. Tries again. Robinson Earl, good. Robinson Earl's got 4 points now in the quarter. And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. It's stolen by Moutier. The dish to Whiteside. Walker against Moutier. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee. Dallas making a switch here. Bullock's checked in. We've got 1:28 left to play here in the third. 5 on the clock. Dinwiddie outside. And finished off by Wood.
That's an example of a guy who has really figured out his game. Wood imposing his will at the rim.
Moutier against Porter.
Mavericks foul. Kevin Porter Jr.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Supersonics.
You know, all game long, they've imposed their will on the interior, scoring a lot of points in the painted area.
And another stat that they've excelled at is points off assists. They're moving the ball around and creating great looks for one another.
Dinwiddie with the bucket.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter. Passes to LeVert. To the paint. Here's Robinson Earl. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. LeVert's got his 4th assist in this one. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Porter. The teardrop falls in. Porter's got 5.
A flat-out bucket getter. Porter Jr. is a scorer who will hurt you all over the floor.
We've got 22 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Now here's LeVert. He's guarded by Bullock. Right side, the pass to LeVert. Misses off the left iron. And out of bounds as the Sonics gain possession.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Dinwiddie with some nice D. The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but over already. Sonics ahead, running away with it. We're back after this from American Airlines Center. And now a sneak peek into the huddle with Coach Jason Kidd.
We're not talking to each other.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. It's stolen by Dort. Up front, it's Finney-Smith at the 4 with Wood at the 5. The backcourt pair will be Doncic and Dinwiddie. And it's Bullock in at the small forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Here's Giddey. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Well, Dort makes the smart play there. He spots a wide-open shooter and just gets him the ball.
Dinwiddie passes to Wood. Shoots over Holmgren. Wood can't hit.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Good work there as it goes.
Well, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
Doncic kicks to Bullock. Dinwiddie wide open. And a miss there on the triple. The Supersonics have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Dort misses.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
And finished off by Wood.
Well, Wood's so impressive as a shooter. Not only does he make shots, but he's highly efficient. He does not take bad shots.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And the 3 off target.
You know, after connecting on 1 3-pointer in the first half, he hasn't netted another one since.
Pass to Wood. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Holmgren.
Well, Christian Wood has shown himself capable of being a 20 and 10 guy. But now he's looking to show he can be a winner as well.
A different look for Dallas. Davis Bertans checks in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Hardaway comes in for Reggie Bullock. And it's Kemba Walker in for Luka Doncic.
An outstanding transition player. When Gilgeous-Alexander is on the attack, good luck trying to contain it.
Dinwiddie outside. Shot clock at 6. Lays it up and banks it in. And you hear about impacting winning. How does Wood, Greg, take the next step in that regard?
Well, Kevin, we know he can make shots and block shots. I think it's just about consistency and decision-making. And then defensively, I think he's more than capable.
Here's Wood.
Goodness. Showtime, Christian Wood putting down the hammer.
Now here's Giddey. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Good D by Wood. There's the pass to Dinwiddie. He dents the rim with a 2-handed slam.
Wow. Oh, fellas, that was vicious 2-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one.
Well, guys, I'm glad they didn't try because I don't want anybody to get hurt out there.
A different look for Dallas. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Davis Bertans. Reggie Bullock comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Doncic is subbed in for Kemba Walker. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Well, as we know, it's here to stay, but people continue to voice their opinion on the play-in tournament format. Where do you fall?
I like it, Kevin. I really do. It's creative. It's innovative. It adds a level of excitement, that do-or-die feel that you sometimes don't get unless it's a Game 7 in the NBA playoffs. I really think it's a good add-on.
Bullock kicks to Doncic. Back to Bullock. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Wood with the bucket.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Now Giddey. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, Seattle with the triple.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second 3 of the half right there.
The pass to Doncic. Here's Wood. And Holmgren pulls it down. Holmgren's got his 18th rebound here tonight. All over the place.
And even if Gilgeous-Alexander isn't the fastest guy out there, he stays in balance. It helps him to be effective on his drives.
Here's Wood. Dinwiddie outside. Doncic passes to Wood. That doesn't go either for Wood. For Seattle, they've gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
On the Mavericks with some changes. Powell, he's checked in for Christian Wood. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Frank Ntilikina's subbed in for Dinwiddie. Back to Doncic. Pass to Kleber. Now here's Bullock. Giddey defending. shot to stop the run. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Well, we know how good Doncic is with the ball, pulling up off the dribble, so it does him a bunch of good when he's converting his catch-and-shoot jumpers as well. Balances out his offensive game.
Giddey against Doncic. Giddey kicks to Holmgren. Knocks down the three ball.
And playing up tempo, pro-level ball can be hard for some guys, but Holmgren has easily made the transition.
Ntilikina passes to Doncic. And the play-in tournament, Greg, is here to stay, but the terminology is somewhat in limbo. Is that going to be part of the playoffs?
You hear people say it's not the playoffs, it's the play-in. Maybe the term postseason should cover both the play-in and the playoff. Something to think about.
That's tipped. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
Giddey against Doncic. Holmgren wide open. And another three for Seattle.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. Here's Powell. And Holmgren pulls it down. Seattle has gone to three-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting. Basket good.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Dallas has gone 0 of 3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Bertanis, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Hardaway comes in for Reggie Bullock. And Porter subbed in for Doncic. Dallas, no good that time either.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Porter with the steal. And they're on the break. Hardaway with a wide open look. Seattle grabs the miss. Howard's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
Hardaway, no good. And Seattle shooting indicative of smooth offensive play, up at 60%. They're a machine from the floor.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Porter passes to Ntilikina. The kick out to Porter. Will it go? Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Had their fingerprints all over this matchup tonight. Just an impressive victory
for the Supersonics.
Starting 5 must have been happy to get so much help from the reserves in this game.
And they not only lightened the load, the subs did nothing less than guarantee a win.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And you always like to jump on your opponent early in a season series. This is just the first of 3 between these two teams, but a good win to go up 1-0 on the year against the Mavericks.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Boy, from a scoring standpoint, he was absolutely sensational. Made the game look easy tonight.
Greg, you have to love the impact that Tim Hardaway Jr. has had on the defensive end.
He's got a great wingspan to bother shooters and contain penetration. Always aware of where the ball is on the floor. You could call him an underrated defender.
No good on the free throw.
You know, I think we all know that Hardaway Jr. is a really good scorer. I mean, the next step for him is improving defensively.
Seattle has gone to three-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting. There's 42 seconds left to play here in the fourth.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
For the three, it's hauled in by the Sonics. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Here's LeVert, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
And there's the whistle, 3-second violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
So no problem for Seattle as they get the win. This